Okay, hello. What's up, y'all? How we doing? Good. That was most of you, but not all of you. There we go. That's a good sound. You guys have been pretty good at laughing so far.
Thanks.
That's how self-esteem works. Good job. Okay, we got it. I'm not going to be mean, but we're going to talk later. Oh, goddamn. I'm going to judge every single one of my jokes based off of whether or not it makes it sound like you're pumping up a tire. Okay, I know this is too early for this, but like, golly gee whiz, what do you sound like when you're like, yeah, that was too early for that. That was too early. You guys are like, we're not on board yet. Don't just ask random women the sounds they make when they come. Don't do that, Luke. Right off the bat, you gotta ease us into that. We'll get there. I have 55 minutes to get to the bottom of this. Okay, hello, hi, my name's Luke. This is how I look and sound. What's up? Good job laughing. I do like to point that out when an audience is like doing a good job, because this is a two-way street. This is a relationship. This is kind of a form of music. Like, I'm up here playing, you guys are the instrument, and if you're like, we're in tune, ha ha ha, it makes the music so much better. You ever try to play an instrument and it's just like in shitty tune, you're like, gong, gong, you're like, I'm actually pretty good, but this sucks. So please don't make me sound like shit. It's also funny that people sometimes show up to stand-up comedy shows and like they don't want to laugh. They just sit there, arms crossed, just like, I only brought 3 hee-hee-ha-has with me. You better earn them from me! Cool. You sound like a selfish lover. It's not fun. Choose joy, dickhead. We're here for a good time. All of you did choose here to be on purpose. I asked earlier. Yeah, it's fun. I love stand-up comedy audiences because all of you had a moment in the recent past where you're like, I'll spend a little bit of money if someone could make me go, I am happy right now. Ooh, it has been a bleak week. I could use some dopamine today. So what's up, you? I'm fucking here to make you happy. I came here on purpose to see your mouth bones. Yeah, let me see your teeth. Okay, all right. Too early. Too early. Yeah. It's gonna be such a bummer if actually just the person behind her just keeps poking her repeatedly through the show. Like, oh my god. Oh man, I recently, you guys can tell, I am neurodivergent for sure. TikTok told me so. Yeah. No, actually I did go to a doctor and I got diagnosed with ADD or ADHD. Not sure which one. Didn't listen to the doctor. Which means I earned it! Yeah, dude, I wasn't paying attention. Still got a prescription, and that's nice. It's nice. I was not surprised. I knew it was going to happen. I filled out the form. Like, I did it. Truthfully, I did it honestly. I was like, if we got to earn it, okay? But it was just like a numbered 1 through 5, and it just went 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. I was like, that's so many 5s. I'm for sure going to win a prize. And I did. It was drugs. Oh no. Yeah, up until that point, I'd only ever done drugs recreationally, never professionally. And it's, dude, has that happened to any of you when like your body gets the chemicals you're supposed to have, and you're just like, oh, what? This is how it can be? It turns out this entire time I just needed to be on like a teensy tiny time release amount of meth. Just a little, boop, 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 just a little, and I could finish a thought! I should have been asking people to like shotgun blows of meth in my face. Dude, it made me, I got so mad. I was like, everyone's just been walking around every day, just first part of the thought, second part of the thought, last part of the thought, done with that thought. Fuck you. You're a superhero. Check your privilege. Because just every single day of my life has been, ooh, Look where it went. Why? God damn, I am so bored right now. We should go smoke a little bit of weed. It's like a little bit. It will make it harder. Exponentially harder. ADD and THC? Whew. Whew, I am a fast goldfish. I am a fast goldfish, but luckily I like circles. It's a good shape. I got half one as a haircut. Okay, we don't like shape humor here tonight. Okay. It's good to see a lot of people wearing band t-shirts in the audience. That's nice. Some of you guys are like, I'm gonna wear my favorite to the show. That's what I like about metalheads. We're just like, this is a thing I like. I wear it on my chest so that a stranger might see me and go, fuck yeah. It is fun. I do think metalheads do that a lot. We like to wear our bands that we like, so that way, like, people know who we are a little bit. Because it's not fun when someone finds out you like metal music. They react like as if you just showed them exactly what kind of porn you're into. Wow! I want to get out of your car. They're like, you can't. I'm using you for the carpool lane. You're stuck. HOV suck my pee-pee. Let's go. That's not what you guys say when you have a friend? Okay. I don't know if you know this, but HOV, it stands for High Occupancy Vehicle Lane. The L is silent. And PP stands for penis. Or pussy, just whatever you got going on in your gander. What was I talking about? I haven't been on stage in like 2 weeks. It's been weird. I moved to Pittsburgh about a month ago and didn't line up any shows, so I was like, I guess I'm just gonna hike hills. You guys have good hills? I've noticed not a lot of people around these parts have been skipping leg day, and that's nice. I go to parts of the country where it's flat. So flat. They skip leg day for sure. It sucks. It sucks. I just like look at the horizon. It's just, I'm like, it's boring. They're like, we got good barbecue though. I'm like, you better have something to distract me from this bleak, desolate horizon. Stare at some BBQ, shove it down my gullet, because if I stare at that horizon too long, it makes me want to hulk a little bit. And they don't even have any trees to do it from, so I'm like, ah! I'm like, oh, that's why you guys like guns so much. I get it. Oh my God. I drove here today in my car, which is like the main thing I do in my car. I like my car. Don't like its horn. Yeah, didn't know what it sounded like when I bought it, which is my own fault. But you're a product of your environment, and I grew up in Washington State, and we don't honk our horns there for some reason. It's just culturally a thing we don't do. And it's just odd growing up in a town that's like, it's not a honky town, even though it is a honky town. Just a lot of quiet pails, just like... Okay, you guys handle that, all right? Some white people don't like it when you call them honkies. They're like, hey, Luke, that's a pejorative. I'm like, ooh, that's a pretty honky thing to honk, honky. I think you're doing fine, man. It sounds like you have equity. You can shut the fuck up. That's what... You're sounding like a real SPF 75 right about now. Dial it back, honk. Now, first time I ever used my car horn, I'd owned the vehicle for like 2 years. I was driving on the freeway, far left lane, going over the speed limit, because that's why it's there. That's why you go zoom there. And I was in a really good mood. Like, do you guys have those days where you just like wake up, like on the right side of bed? Yeah. You just hop out and you're like, oh, life! Oh, I'm optimistic, don't know why, but it happened today. That was a fun roll of the dice, I won! Okay, not enough depressed people here tonight. All right. No, man, I was stoked. I was in a good mood. I was on my way to a show. And I had the windows down. It was like springtime, and long enough into spring, like where you can like kind of trust it. I don't know if you guys have this here, because I got here like a month ago, but like there's days where it's like, here's 3 nice days in a row, and then the next day you're like, it's gonna be gray, you piece of shit. You had hope and you were wrong. Yeah, actually you did. I got here and there's been so much rain and thunder, I was like, oh, it's like home. You guys like IPAs and darkness. I mean, that's why I like band t-shirts, because I like having graphics on my torso to hide what I've done to my body. I was like, how you doing, Luke? I was like, pretty good, but I don't want to jump too much, that's why. Okay, no dudes? No dudes do a little hop to check in on what they've been doing to their torso? Okay, all right. God, man, there are so many churches in Pittsburgh, it's wild. Like, pretty much every other building in Pittsburgh used to be a church. It's ridiculous, but it makes me happy how many aren't. Big secular is taking it back. Yeah, we're taking all these churches and being like, guess what we're gonna do? Pay taxes. Take that, Jesus! We support America. Oh my God. I do love yelling. Big fan of it. I do understand that some people aren't into it, and that's a bummer, because I'm like, don't watch my stand-up. You're gonna make me hate you. It is. I've had friends be like, I don't really like to when they yell, and I was like, you know what I do, right? And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, sorry. It's what makes me happy. My bad. That's fine. We don't have to be the same person, but I do find it very silly when people like can't even comprehend why someone would enjoy yelling in music at all. Like, honestly, that's my favorite part. Like, I love the distorted guitars. I love the loud drums. Honestly, I think a lot of people that are into metal music just have ADHD. Yeah, we just need blah, 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 to be like, oh, okay, I'll pay attention. Like, what happens, I hear like a pop song, I'm like, 4/4 boring! What is it, a major key the whole time? Like, I'm like, I fucking figured you out. I've heard this one before, can we move on? It's boring, man. Need things to latch on to, grab you by the face and go, listen to me! But I get it, that's not for everybody. But it is absurd if you can't even comprehend why someone would enjoy that. Like, are you telling me you don't recall that kid in kindergarten who used to just run around screaming like a dinosaur all the time? Hey, he made a career out of it. Every school had at least a handful of Devons. Yeah, just that undiagnosed ADHD running amok. Breaking one teacher every single year. For sure. And it was always the nicest lady. It is. There would always just be a moment where a kind-hearted woman would go, God damn it, this behavior right here, it will never amount to anything good enough. And every single time, Devin's just like, what the fuck did you say? Witness me! That's his job. So he gets to stand on stage screaming like a demon. Because he's still mad at his dad. That's a subtext of so many metal songs. Have you guys read or said out loud metal lyrics in a room temperature voice? And you're like, dog. Woo! You got some shit to work through, my friend. This is angry poetry with bad grammar. So ridiculous. You're like, hey, this next song is called No, I'm Not Like My Dad! I don't care what you say, I don't need therapy! Yeah, you do, buckaroo. Yeah, you do. Alright, some people hate that joke, that's fine. Yeah, you know who else who hates that joke? Your dad. Well, okay. Wasn't that? Which is, yeah, that's why I started playing bass as a teen, and immediately my hair's like, we know where to go. Which is fine. I am a mammal. It's not what I requested. At no point in time in my entire life have I been like, oh my gosh, my back is so cold. I really hope my body fixes this for me. Every single person I've ever dated also enjoys petting dogs. Okay, if you're not laughing right now, you are actively body shaming me. Okay, I have to talk to you. Wait, no. I gotta finish the joke real quick. Okay, I was talking about back hair. Yeah, that's actually why I get mad at people who say they don't believe in evolution. And people are like, we're not related to apes or monkeys. I'm like, all right, sounds like you haven't been in enough public locker rooms. You just need to see some more old naked dudes. Just hanging out, scratching. Just living their truth. Sometimes they squat over like this. With their long balls. You don't want to make eye contact with them. You don't, because they'll be like, I'm your future. You're like, you are. Oh my God. I hope to be that limber that late in life. You're telling me that guy, he's not related to an ape? Like, he literally has a silver back. You're being dumb, it makes me want to fling my pill at you. Okay, a lot of people don't like that part of the joke, and like if someone's like, evolution isn't real, we're not related, I was like, just fling your feces at them while screaming. You might go to jail, but you will win the argument. Sometimes a sacrifice does need to be made. Went to a show here, actually, a couple weeks ago. Hopped in the pit for a minute, and that's fun. I'm older now, and that's not. I gotta adjust. I used to be in the pit, now I'm like, we're on border patrol. I got a forearm, you can feel it. Dude, it sucks, because I used to just hop in the pit, fucking fling, just use my body. I love a mosh pit. It's like a free-for-all game of Red Rover. It's great, dude. A mosh pit is just a place you go to kick 15-year-olds. Consensually. These are consensual kick-ins. Not just showing up some high school and be like, you, bad haircut, think fast. Like, what's up, dude? You're the future, I'm the present. You need to learn. Bow to your sensei. It's aggressive. I do get mad at haircuts, though, for real. I was like, that's what we're doing with all our options. You look dumb. I got 2 for forever. Fuck off. You can't just axe kick kids out of nowhere. Can't do the axe kick kids a cappella. There's got to be music playing. There's got to be like a soundtrack. The drummer's got to be hitting things before you're allowed to. That's like one of the few rules of a mosh pit. Is that like, the drummer's not hitting anything. Keep your goddamn limbs to yourself, dickhead. Like as soon as we can headbutt. We can. A thing I don't do anymore. I love going to shows and seeing like a parent there for the first time with their kid for the first time. Ooh, that delights me. Just to watch them watch their child learn. She's like, oh no, Brian, my baby boy. Brian is about to get rocked, dude. Ooh, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna fall down, but he's gonna get picked up. A mosh pit is a safe space for hate. That's why we go there, to get the devil out. Honestly, I think a mosh pit is what happens if you haven't been hugged in 6 months. Oh, too relatable content. Oh, I'm sorry, I wrote the joke about me. Turns out you're sort of me, and it sucks! Dude. We're just like, I need human contact, but I can't let it be kind. Dude, Brian is gonna get hurt. A little bit. If he does it properly, he's gonna get a little bit hurt, but that's fine. That's a great age to get kicked in the face. You're spongy. You have a full head of hair. Your knees don't make sounds. You're fine. Brian's gonna come out of that mosh pit. He's gonna have learned a couple things. He is going to have some chest hair. It will not be his, but he is going to have it! I like to give back to my community. Tag does not get enough of a laugh, but I keep it in. It is gross if I'm like, for my friends. I am a mammal, you as well. Do you forget where you come from? Okay. Oh man. I drove out here from Washington State. It was fun getting across the country. Woo! Yeah, we I don't know if you guys have done that before. Traveled a lot. It's we live in a cool big place. Yeah, we got a lot of nice hills. There's some flat parts that I try to go through quick. I do really appreciate it that a lot of states are like, speed limit's 90 miles an hour because we get it. We got a lot of just scoot. Yeah, it was fun getting out here. Like I said, I do drive a lot for my job and get stuck in traffic a lot. There's a bit around here. Haven't dealt with it too much, thankfully, but just every time I get stuck in traffic, it makes me miss March 2020. Dude, it wasn't a fun time for the world, but it was a fantastic time for the freeway. I would just hop on the highway and be like, that's the horizon. There's just no brake lights between me and... This is an option? I want everybody to die. Okay, I'm not the only one. Good. I'm kidding. If that's what you need to hear me say. I don't know, some people really don't like that kind of joke, and that's silly, because we all had a moment. I don't know if you guys did out here, but like after like lockdown lifted, where you're like driving and you got stuck in some traffic, staring at some brake lights, and you're just like, we lost over 1 million people. Does not look like it. Somehow I think this is more. Like, oh my God, I guess 1 million is not as much as I once thought it was. Inflation, am I right? Good job laughing, by the way. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma on purpose, and they're like, we got some money if you want to yell at us. I was like, I'd like to do both those things. See you in a few. And I told that joke. They reacted all right. They don't have a lot of traffic out there. And a dude came up to me after the show, and he's just like, hey man, a joke about everybody dying? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I said that last week. I was like, nah. That's not the response I wanted. And he had a very like, hey, where do I sign up, brother? And I'm not recruiting at this moment in time. Like, please follow me online, but I'm not like, let's plan the meeting where we discuss taxes. Like, he was an okay dude. I was being, he looked like me, and I was like, it's dangerous. I don't know, bald dude with a beard, bunch of tattoos, angry, has opinions. You're like, fucking what are you gonna say? To me, I've been walking and seeing a baldy beardy in my periphery and just been like, that guy looks a little sketchy. I look over, I'm like, that's my reflection. Oh, we don't have a lot of self-esteem today. But it turns out he was a cool dude. He's a cool dude. It was rude of me to be prejudiced, which is exactly like the sort of thing someone who looks like me would do. The joke confuses me as I say it over. Are you a bigot? No, you're a bigot. Fuck you, me. Okay. He's a nice guy. We talked for a little bit because my car was parked next to his, and whoops. And yeah, turns out he's a father of 3. which is fine. I come from a family of 3, middle child, obviously. You know what they say, first the worst, second's the best. Yeah. Third's the one with the hairiest chest. Yeah, my little sister. Doesn't like that joke as much as I do. So I don't think it's weird if someone has 3 kids, but I thought it was weird that he did. Because I was like, hey man, that's just future traffic. You made 3 traffic, sir. You're a part of the problem. Like, you can't be anti-traffic and pro-life at the same time. Those are contradictory ideologies, sir. Like, if someone asked me, like, hey, Luke, are you pro-choice, pro-life? I'm like, anti-traffic. Whichever one that is. I just want people to get out of my way. I got a show in Pittsburgh to get to. Yeah. You guys like your town, and that's refreshing. I lived right outside of Seattle, and everyone there is just like, I hate it, and I should kill myself, but I'm too much of a coward. It's a weird energy to be around. Okay, too dark for some people. I'm saying I appreciate this. People like look me in the eye and acknowledge that I'm a human being instead of being like, my SSRIs have not adjusted yet. I did feel you guys pulled back when I said pro-life, pro-choice. I felt that. It's an upsetting time, just in America, in the world. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys have looked at a rectangle lately, but shit's whack-a-doodle. I travel a decent amount. Everyone, regardless of how you see the world, is like a minute of concentrated thought away from being wildly upset. And we all have like a different top 10 reasons why we're like, what the fuck is happening? Kind of sucks. I'm not a fan. But it's fun to be able to travel, tell jokes. It's getting harder. Like, it helps that I found some people that are kind of like me that want to come out and be like, this is a band I like. Like, that helps, because I can yell, and you guys are like, we're on board with that. Because I go to other places, I yell, and they're like, why is he sitting here today? He should talk to his dad. And I do. We have a great relationship. Why am I so mad? No. It is a little upsetting, though, trying to tell jokes now, because like, I'm like too red looking for blue rooms, and I'm like too blue thinking for red rooms. Like, anywhere I go, if I talk for long enough, eventually a couple people in the audience are going to be like, that guy is a part of the problem. And don't think that doesn't apply to you, too. You just don't talk for long enough. You just sit in the dark and judge. Just read through the comments and go, wow, piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit. I'm helping. It's fun. I do play some fairly conservative markets. I mean, I do travel. I go to the middle of the country a bit. Go to some areas that are very pro-life. Very pro-life. Like, they have billboards about it. They're like, every life is sacred. I'm like, all right. I mean, that sounds like something someone with a lot of space would say. Seems real convenient. There's like, gaze upon all these fields. We could fit full of babies. This year's crop is corn, but next year, baby. Okay. If I'm being honest, I am actually still pretty upset about Roe v. Wade getting overturned. That's how you get more traffic. All right, some of you got the joke, some of you didn't. Some people, it takes a while to get that joke. It takes them 16 years and 9 months to get that joke. It's gonna get darker. Like empathy is a great emotion to have as a human. Not in a comedy show. You're dopamine blocking yourself. Chill out, dude. Okay, here we go. It's been a while. I was like, I thought I was doing good, and you're just like, not good enough. Have you laughed like that for forever?
Yes.
Oh, it's a dude. Hell yeah, dude. I'm so sorry. so sorry I misgendered your joy. Has it always been, is that how, okay. Oh man. How So before puberty, was it even higher? No, you've just been, that's the bit. Like I've gotten older, my hair's gotten different colors, but my happiness. Sit. You sound like you're trying to mate with other seagulls. Okay, I said I was gonna be nice earlier. Okay, well. Yo, birds need to fuck too, alright? Do we have any questions right now? Do you have any, sir, do you have anything? Do you have any question? No, you're just enjoying life.
Why Pittsburgh?
Why Pittsburgh? Oh, there is an arts foundation here that I applied to, and I'm basically getting to live here in a house with a couple other comics and not have to worry about cost of living.
Woo!
Yeah. Which means I get to do this and like try to be an artist. I've been full-time comedy, that's my ego talking, for a little bit over a year, but this is great, and I love Washington, but I've basically just been on the West Coast, because there's so much country to get through. And like East Coast, I'm like, oh fuck, this is a bit more my vibe. Like I got here and I saw like band t-shirts in the wild, I was like, oh, why was I there for so... Like liking metal music is an option instead of being like the guy who's like, this is what makes me come. You just can't. Okay, question from earlier. What do you sound like when you come, sir? Do you keep it silent? Or are you just like, yarr? Has it ever, what is the, okay, all right. What is the most inopportune time that you've been happy? Sorry, this is a lot of pressure for someone who spent money to sit in the dark and not be the one talking. Can you think on that, and can I check in with you in like 10 minutes? Okay, because I would love to know. Oh my God, we're 42 minutes in. I've done barely anything. This is fantastic. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta talk about Roe v. Wade. You gotta finish the joke. I gotta stick to the script, y'all. I actually wrote out this entire show so far, and I've been memorized it. It's fantastic. He's a plant. What an insane thing just to hop on Craigslist. And I was like, who can sound like a bird from the beach? I want you in the middle of the audience, and just every once in a while, just like that. Dude's getting his money's worth tonight. Excuse me. I'm dude in that situation. I'm getting my money's worth. As are you, Jesus Christ. So, what are you gonna do? Hey, what'd you do Saturday night? You're like, well, I went and saw a comedian, but mostly I listened to a man have an interesting laugh. You should chase people while laughing. That would be delightful. You've done good. Because that sounds like a thing that would just make you do it more, and the only way you stop is if you run out of breath. You don't? No. Oh, that, you're like, I am never gonna smoke, I'm gonna do good cardio, because daddy can't lose. Choose joy, motherfucker! Let it rip. I have a second show tonight, and oh my God, it's not gonna be this. I'm gonna be doing my set and just be like, no one sounds like they're a bird and it's bumming me out. I want to give you a piggyback ride and take you everywhere. So Roe v. Wade. comedian might not do this joke, but luckily I am not one of those. No, man, a lot of people are very upset about Roe v. Wade getting overturned. Like, you don't even want to laugh at some jokes about it, which I get. Like, I'm upset too, genuinely. But I do think it is ultimately going to lead to progress in the long run. Because now, we're finally going to have more women dabbling in domestic terrorism. That's been a male-dominated field for far too long. We can fuck it up. We need some fresh blood in there. And I hear y'all already do that like once a month. So this is a lateral move. And also the optimal time to strike. During the blood moon! Sync up, attackers would harness your violence! Okay, why am I more excited than you? I am so stoked. I'm so stoked. I'm finally going to be able to buy a Molotov cocktail off of Etsy. Yo! Swoop up some suicide bath bombs that are to die for!